Hello, hello, hello. It's your boy, Skinny Penis. I didn't do uni today because I didn't need to go to uni because we designated these 2 days to shoot. But I can't shoot mine until fucking Friday. Well, like, I'm shooting some things Wednesday, but I can also shoot some shit. I'm shooting most of my shit on Friday because it's sunny on Friday. No, it's not sunny on Friday. It's fucking raining on Friday. Why did I say that? Why did I say that it was sunny on Friday? No, it's raining on Friday. Hopefully it's not pissing down on Friday. That's clock, not weather. Thundering. Fuck. It's like a bad weather. 100% chance of rain, but a high of 23, so hopefully. Anyways, this look what came in the mail today. Something fucking epic. Enter the Matrix, which is part of the lore leading up to Revolutions, I believe. This game was released 2003. And I'm gonna play this after platinum. What is it? Lego City Undercover. But the only issue is that on the disc, it kind of looks like it was like in a fire or something. So hopefully it's still fucking readable, you know? Still works. If not, I'm gonna have to like find it on some like store to play it online or some shit. I will check on the 360 soonish because I need to. Anyways, that's it. Let's move on to our reviews. We have to review 2 movies since I didn't stream last night, as you may already know. So, 2 nights ago, we watched another movie, and you guessed it, Fast and Furious 6. And remember how I said my memories for Fast 5 were actually for Fast 6? For the ending? That's 100% correct. Giselle dying, Letty being Letty. Letty wasn't even in Fast 5. You know? At all. Like, she's in this one. She serves as an antagonist. With Omicho as a big bad guy. But since this movie came out in 2013 and Fast 7 was meant to... Oh, Furious 7 was meant to come out 2014, you can say that's a part 1 and 2 type movie, like how Fast 4 and Fast 5 are part 1, part 2 type things. So are Fate and 9 part 1, part 2 are their own things? Who knows? All I gotta say is that this movie was fucking amazing. Like, at this point you don't think about street racing anymore. You think about just them being skilled fucking drivers being hired by the government to do specific jobs. And that's basically what happened here. And Hobbs is back as well. Hobbs is always a treat to see. But I think at the time, I said this was my favorite Fast movie. I'm inclined to agree with that statement still. But, like, arguably, Fast 5 is better out of all of them. It's just, you don't really care about the bad guy in that one. But in the bad guy in this one and Furious 7, you do care about. To keep this review short, because I'm going to spend the majority of my time talking about Fast 7. Han is in this one. And Giselle's in this one. But Giselle dies in it. And that's why Giselle isn't in Tokyo Drift, because they were alluding in Fast 5 and even this one to go to Tokyo. But Gal Gadot isn't in Tokyo Drift, so what happens? Did they break up? No, she fucking dies. And also that plane heist thing, that tarmac must be like 29 fucking miles long for them to drive that long. It's crazy. And also at the end, you see Han dying in Tokyo Drift. But the end credit scene has some random man drive into the car that flips over Han's car. And when you're watching the movie, you don't think nothing of it, but it's like very placed. A car legit drives into this car. It's not even going. Well, it is going. It's going faster than full speeds, but you would think they would slow down and theoretically, but then you realize no, it's actually a plan to kill Han. Then the car flips, and you see someone chuck Letty's necklace / Dom's necklace onto him. Then the car explodes. Then it says, Dominic Toretto, you don't know me, but you're about to. And that's Jason Statham. He was casted to be Owen Shaw, but since he couldn't do it, he was shooting another thing. He was like, let me still be in the movie. Let me do a cameo at the end. And it turns out he's Owen Shaw's brother, which leads into this fucking movie of Furious 7. And it's a shame. This is the final Justin Lin Fast and Furious movie. He directed Tokyo Drift, 4, 5, and 6. So 4 movies out of the franchise. Arguably the best ones in the franchise as well. So I'm going to give this movie a solid 7 out of 10. It's a very, very enjoyable action movie. You see, legit, in the Fast 5, you saw Dom and Hobbs go against each other fighting. That was sick. But in this one, you see Hobbs and Dom teaming up, which was even cool as to see in that massive jump punch he does. It's crazy. Very, very, very fun movie. Also, the very, very unrealistic mid-air catch. It's crazy. Catching Letty mid-air and crashing onto a car. Crazy. And at the time, this was the last time we ever saw Han. And Giselle. We don't know if Giselle's coming back for Fast 10, but apparently Vin Diesel's trying to get Gal Gadot to be in it again. Because he's a producer, and apparently producers are the ones that get the actors, get the rights to things. That's what a producer does, apparently. I thought producer, helped produce the movie. But that makes sense. Producing the movie, getting the rights to specific stuff to be part of the movie. Makes sense. But yeah, Fast 6 was a very, very, very fun movie. And at the time, you knew there was going to be another one due to the ending like that. And that leads me into what we watched last night. And I need to go into it saying this because this is how everyone went into it. I need to fix up this thing for a bit. So everyone, to my knowledge, before going into this movie, which is Furious 7, everyone knew that Paul Walker had died 2 years prior to this movie was being released, and since it was meant to be released in 2014, obviously the shooting got halted, and apparently the final shoot day was the day before it was meant to be released. So 10th of July 2014 is when they finished shooting, then 11th of July is when they completed it. It was the initial release date. And everyone went into this movie knowing that this is the last time we'll ever see Paul Walker acting. Nowadays, if you were to watch the franchise without knowing the actors or anything, you wouldn't know, so you wouldn't have that emotional bearing on it. But I do think you would figure it out. It's either he's leaving the crew or he died due to their final scenes. But even throughout this you don't think it throughout Fast 1, 2, 4, 5, or even 6. But in this one, every time you see Brian O'Connor, you either think it's the last time you'll see him on screen, or you get emotional looking at him. Because, like, he was shooting this thing, then not even a week later, he, like, died in the car crash, you know? And the only annoying thing about this movie, it kind of feels like an Endgame type thing, because it goes everywhere, here and there and everywhere. Annoying thing about this movie is that, Hobbs is barely in it. Like, he's in it, like, you see his majority of his performance in this movie is before he even meets Paul, Dom and Brian and Mia and that. Is he and Elsa? What's her name? I forget her name. The chick from Furious 7, Fast 5 and 6. He's fighting Deckard Shaw with a very, very cool fucking fight scene. Like, it's almost like Hobbs met his maker. You think Dom was that, so you think, oh shit, this if Hobbs can't defeat this guy, damn. And when you look at this, this photo, like, you just know, it's like, even I said, Fast 5 felt like it should be the final movie, but then maybe even this should have felt like the final movie, you know, because it didn't lead into anything else. I like how the movie's officially called Furious 7, and it has 7 actors on top. So you have Hobbs, Letty, Brian, Dom, Roman, Tej, and Mia. But in the actual shot of the movie doesn't have Brian in it, doesn't have Hobbs in it, and doesn't have Mia in it. It has Ramsey in it. Does that have Brian in it? I don't remember. But knowing that Jordana Brewster, who plays Mia, shot majority of her scenes for this movie after Paul Walker died is weird to see, because there's so many like, the scenes you see her with him are either his brothers as a body double for him, then they CG'd Paul's face onto them, because it's like same size, same facial thing, same voice as well. Because was it Cody Walker has his voice, but Caleb has his face, which is crazy. And you can easily tell this isn't Paul Walker. It's an amalgamation of the 3 brothers. You can just tell. Or maybe they did this Photoshop shoot early on. Who knows? But it's a very, very entertaining movie. Shaw is like a massive threat. He's former British forces, but he's someone that the British forces hired to do something. And since he was made redundant, they tried to eliminate him with 20 guys. Those 20 guys missed. And he's like the biggest threat. He becomes an ally later on in Fast 8 and Hobbs and Shaw and even 9. Which is weird to think about, because this dude killed Han, as we thought back then. Yeah, but there's a scene with Mia and Brian in the garage, and apparently that entire segment is a deleted scene from Fast 5. I don't know where the hell it would fit, because they're talking about someone, or maybe it's one of they cut the here and there. Some of the scenes are very noticeable that it's not Paul Walker, like the very final scene of Brian and Tom driving together. You can easily tell that's from earlier shots, because the face doesn't match the body. It's like his head's turned, but it doesn't feel like it's turned. It's feel like it's facing straight on. So it's like kind of weird, and the color grading there is weird. But the scene beforehand, you don't see Brian's face as a whole. You don't. You see just his body and talking to and playing with the kids. And that is the scene that is the scene that broke me, because I knew going into this movie that this was the final time we'd see Brian O'Connor. It was the final time you see Paul Walker in any media. It was in another movie as well. I forget what the name was, but apparently that's set in like 2016 or something. But then this movie, like, they're all badasses. Like, Dom and Letty are very skilled fighters for some reason. So is Tej. Roman, you didn't really see him fight, but Paul is trained, so it makes sense. Hobbs is trained, so it makes sense. So Dom and Letty being skilled as fucking fighters is crazy to me. And also fucking Hobbs being the cavalry himself and holding that massive Gatling gun. That was sick. Yeah, I don't know when they actually shot majority of this movie, because this movie, Fast 6 came out mid to early 2013, and he died in November of 2013. So when did they shoot it? Did they start shooting it in like September or October or something? And apparently he was not even done half of filming. So maybe they cut out some scenes he was in, because it didn't really feel like he was in it a lot. He barely spoke to Dom in this movie, or anyone. But you can easily tell that the final scene they shot, I would hope so at least, or one of the final ones, was them on the beach, looking at Brian play with Mia and the kid. So, and the OG cast was there, so it was Dom, it was Letty, it was Roman, and it was Tej. And with Ramsey as well. You can just tell by the actors' faces that it's after Paul died. I don't know if it's them actually being really good actors before Paul died, but it does feel like it's after Paul died, and that's the scene that broke me. Knowing that they're not actually acting in the scene, then their voice over right after them, which is, there's no voiceover since the first movie, so, and it's talking about how they both lived a quarter mile at a time in their life, blah blah blah. They talk about how they're brothers and shit, and the audience realizes it's not necessarily talking about Brian and Dom, but it's actually talking about Vin and Vin and Paul, because in real life they stated that Vin Diesel's best friend was Paul Walker. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. And like, I was getting choked up at the end, but I actually teared up in the credits because I was talking about it. You know that feeling where your throat gets all like, it hurts, so the more you talk, the more your eyes start tearing up, then you start crying. That's what happened to me last night. I actually Snapchat recorded myself. It's crazy. It's like last time I felt that watching a movie was Iron Man dying, but not as hard. Like, I would have actually cried in the cinema with Iron Man dying if we knew going into the movie that RDJ was actually dead in real life. You know? And See You Again, amazing song anyway. That just puts into perspective, and it turns out that's one of the most viewed music videos on YouTube. Like, as now, it's like 5.1 billion views or something crazy. Like, a video does well if it's over 1 million. If something's over 1 billion, you've done something extremely well. But this was like, I don't know how they did it. 4 was a bit lackluster for me, but 5, 6, and 7 all back to back were fucking amazing. Like, I think 7 out of 4, 5, 6, and 7 is my favorite out of all of them, because you actually care. You kind of care about the Shaw character because all he's doing is avenging his brother. Kind of similar to what Dom's doing, and maybe that's why they become allies, because they're fighting for a similar purpose. There's no sides or anything. Just crazy. And I thought before watching this that it was like it was one of the Fast and Furious movies I've never seen. But then when watching it, I realized no, I have seen this. I know these fight scenes. I know if they live or die. I know Ramsey as a woman. You know. So I'm like, where did I watch this? Because I remember watching the first 5 movies on the DVD. I kind of remember watching the second half of Fast 6 somewhere. Must have been on TV. I must have watched this on TV as well. Or maybe at someone else's house. But I don't remember. And this, oh my god. Every other Fast and Furious movie made a lot of money. Like, the first couple made 200 million each. And it went up to, like, 700 million steady throughout 4 and 5. 6, 700 million as well. But then this blew them all out of the water by 1.5 billion in the box office. 1.5 billion. I don't know if that's all because of the fact that it was Paul's last Fast and Furious movie or whatever. I don't know. Because if that's the case, having one of your main stars die and still releasing the movie is a guaranteed blockbuster success. Guaranteed. 1.5 billion from the usual, like, 800 million. I think the 2 movies had the same budget as well. But then also Fast 8 got over 1 billion, which is weird, but then Fast 9... Did Fast 9 get it? Not over 1 billion. I think it was like 900 million or some shit. Hopefully Fast 10 is like... Because people said... I heard decent things about Fast 8. Fast 9, people didn't really talk all that well about. I didn't hear anything about Hobbs and Shaw. So yeah, and hopefully Fast 10 is not crazy, but very, very good. Just thinking about, like, crazy. Like, if you go into this movie not knowing that Paul has died, or not knowing any of the actors, all that shit, and just watching it because you're like, oh, action movie, let me watch it. And the ending will make you will feel lost by, because like they're saying goodbye to Brian and shit like that. Then the See You Again plays and it says for Paul, like, what? What's going on? You wouldn't feel emotional, because you wouldn't know he died, right? But then you would look it up later, it's like, oh shit, he died. And then still, it's saying for Paul. I knew it was gonna do it. I didn't know it was, but I just knew it was. And when I read for Paul, I just, my god, that broke me as well. Amazing movie. If this was a flop and wasn't as good as the other ones, this would have probably tarnished the reputation of Fast and Furious. There wouldn't have been an 8th, there wouldn't have been a 9th, and there wouldn't have been the spin-off, there wouldn't be a 10th. But this was perfect. So I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10. It's like, I gave Fast 5, 7.5, I gave Fast 6, 7. But this is like, it's just such an amazing movie for me. And I don't know if it's purely on the basis of Paul Walker's death. But like, oh my god. Hopefully 8 is good. Hopefully they expand on Hobbs, because Hobbs is barely in it. We don't know his personal life. We found out he had a daughter. Like, the only way Fast 10 could be it, I've said this before, but the only way that Fast 10 could be an absolute success is whether or not they bring the Brian character back through CG like how they did in Fast Furious 7. What I would suggest is having him get killed off screen or like died by natural causes or something. Then all of the OG cast comes together. Even Han, even Suki coming in to the funeral and seeing the gravestone. I don't know if that would make the movie good, or just made it like, oh shit, why'd you kill off someone that was already dead? In real life, that's just a bad thing to do. Especially years and years after he died initially. I mean, technically they could make, because we don't know if Brian O'Connor had siblings, you know? Oh no. Why didn't anyone tell me it was fucking yuck? Why didn't no one tell me it was yuck? Annoying. I hate when that happens. It happened the first time playing Spider-Man. I was like, the fuck's going on? But yeah, Fast and Furious 7, my god. Like, every time I would go into the Fast and Furious movies, I click on Paul Walker's page. And seeing him die in 2013 just kills me. Also, James Wan directed it. He's famous for the Saw movies, some horror movies. But from afterwards, he directed Aquaman, he's directing the sequel. And he hasn't directed any other Fast and Furious movies, which I feel is a good thing to do. Like, I really thought that, like, he wouldn't have, like, no way, I'm not making another one. Yeah, Furious 7 would have been a massive success. It probably would have been the first Fast and Furious movies a lot of people saw in cinemas. Guaranteed. And I kind of wish I did. But I think I watched Furious 7 after, like, before Fast 8 was even announced. Oh shit, it's loud. It's very loud. Because I was doing recording, so I had to turn up the audio. Bum bum. Did you know when you change the tempo of a song in a DAW, which is digital audio workstation? Did you know when you change the tempo and revert it back to the normal one, it makes your instruments be out of tune? Don't know how that made sense, but it did. Or worked, I should say. Who the fuck is that? I never understood the fan obsession with fucking Sideman. I've never found the Sideman entertaining. I found KSI entertaining, but I never found any of the other people entertaining, which is weird because I like a lot of YouTubers. Like, all these Fast and Furious movies said, the crew has come together for one final time. Can I do 5 levels tonight? Who knows? I really tried to start streaming at 8, but I don't know why I just didn't.
Undercover special assignment. That's right, this is number 11. They all scream for ice cream. If you're looking for it on your map, it's going to be labeled Vinny Papalardo's Ice Cream Shop. And if this isn't the longest title of Lego City Undercover Special Assignment 11, they all scream for ice cream, Vinny Papalardo's free play. God, that's a long name. But hey, as you just heard me holler out free play, we actually are going to grab all of the collectibles. Now, keep in mind that one of the character tokens was actually part of the story mode. You cannot miss it, so we're actually going to show you where it is, just in case somehow, I don't know, maybe you didn't build them up or something, but I'm pretty sure it's unmissable. But we're going to go ahead and turn on some red bricks. In fact, we got quite a bit now. We got 14 of those bad boys. I don't think we turn on all 14. I think we turn on like 10 or so. But hey, make sure you got Rex. That's right. We're going to have to, look, I took the long way to check out the map too. But yeah, you're going to need a strong character, and Rex is a good one. We show you how to find him and how much he is and all that in our preparing for free play video. You can see there we do have that one character token, and make sure you change disguises if you haven't already. We'll go ahead and load in. They all scream for ice cream. And hey, if you're not familiar with our quick links, we have a bunch of links down below in the video description that'll help you get to all of those collectibles a lot quicker. Now look at that, we've got that attract studs red brick on, grabbing all those studs and pulling them in towards us. We knock out the first of 3 items for that police shield piece number 1. So
it's a bit too loud.
Yeah, there's these 3 large and in charge ice cream sundaes that we gotta bust open. And one of them's right there in the far right corner as soon as you spawn. The next one's actually in the back left corner. You can see it right under the Papalardo's sign there. In fact, we got a kind of almost a close look like that. And the third one is actually up above behind that cabinet. We'll get to that in just a second. We got a couple of baddies we gotta take care of, so get our cha-cha on and take him down. And we're gonna roll up over to the ice chest over here where we got 2 more baddies that we gotta toss around. That's right. We're gonna go ahead and grapple the
Someone get this off of me!
Sheesh, Vinny. I know Rex has turned on you, but there's no need to go to...
Thanks! The leader locked himself in the ice cream factory. You can get in through a secret passage in my office.
sign down, which reveals Papalardo, and he falls and breaks into many pieces, which this is the unmissable character token, I almost said vehicle token, that we don't believe you can miss. You have to build him back up, and I guess, you know, you could walk by him without grabbing him. I suppose that's possible. But we build him up, we get that token, and, well, in our case, we get a blue stud, but we go ahead and grab this box, and we'll walk it on over to the green base plate over to the far right side of the area. You can see, we throw it down there. We get a couple of bricks out of that. Next up, we're actually going to go and smash this little box of ice cream. I don't know what that was, little sundaes, popsicle, something. We go ahead and build up the bricks that were revealed to us into a conveyor belt control panel. Then, of course, we go and slam down that second.
Box should fix something. Or not.
My piano? You've destroyed it. What will I play now?
Video games? I know an awesome one about a handsome undercover cop I can recommend.
Those ice cream sundae glasses there. We'll grab the box, we're going to walk it on over and slap it down on the other green base plate. And look at that, we've got all the pieces needed to complete this weird makeshift staircase control panel here. We're going to go ahead and spin to win. And as you might notice, look at that, here comes the stairs. We'll go ahead and use those to get on up top. We've got a couple of bad guys we got to get rid of first. And then we're going to take out that large, I guess it's a freezer of some sorts. And behind that freezer is the third and final ice cream sundae piece that we need to smash to get that Horatio piece crest piece, however you say it. But all right, we built up all those pieces to give this giant rock here. And we're going to go ahead and rock out with our rock out. That's right. We're going to go for a little walk out with our rock out. How about that? And let's see here. We're smashing a bunch of stuff. You don't need to smash everything, but we do this because it's a lot quicker and easier to go ahead and take out all of this debris in front of the both of these kind of, I guess, I don't know if they're like pictures or what they are, little murals on the wall here. And essentially there are some bricks that can be built up into some stools. So we'll come back to those in just a second. We're actually going to move this rock on over to this pad here. If you have not already changed it from red to green, do so, which is going to activate this teleporter in the back. That's right, we're going to have Scotty beam us up, and we're going to go up to that upper level up above us there, and we're going to use the white and blue checkerboard roofing to go ahead and climb our way all the way to the far right side. Now, I tried to hop on the rock and then use the old spacesuit to get up there. It does not work, as you cannot just kind of stand on the rock. You have to mount the rock, or I guess, you know, get into it. I don't know how to say that. It's weird. It's like a vehicle. You got to get into it with the triangle button or the Y button, depending on your platform. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make our way all the way over to that thing and grab the vehicle token for the Acesso. Is that how you say that? Acesso? Anyhow, we're moving along to those 4 stools that I told you about. Now, you might have to smash some bricks to go ahead and reveal these blocks, but look at that. We've got all 4 of these bad boys. Booyaka Shao! Police Shield Piece 2 is now officially ours. And we can move on. Now, next up, we've got a...
Just like that with them.
And why isn't my nightlight on?
A red brick. This one's actually for extra hearts, and it requires us to change the color of 3 different switches. Now, if you do not have the super color gun red brick, there is a color swapper in the area here, and I do believe we give you a quick peek as to where that is. But hopefully you followed our preparing for free play video, and you've got the proper color ready to go, and you don't have to worry about that. Let's see here. Where is it? Maybe not. I forget where the swapper is. It shows us where the red brick is, though. There's no doubt about that. We'll go ahead and collect that, and we can move on to the character token number 2, which happens to be Jimmy Grossman. Now, you might have noticed on the stage over here, there is an electric panel on the front, so we're gonna put on our construction suit and bring it down. Have a time. Whoa. All right, I'll stop. No more singing. All right, no, for reals though, I'll keep the singing too. I don't know. Some of you really enjoy it, some of you don't. And, you know, this series I've been rather lenient on the singing. Hey, if you guys want to see more, drop us some comments down below. And we can let the argument begin. Should Brian sing or not sing? And
I
what's
could have
going on with
bypassed
this
all
mark
of
here? Why
that,
is it
you know?
still spinning around? That shouldn't be going down like that. But alright, if you've officially gotten all the collectibles that we have collected thus far in the video, go ahead and switch on over to your mining outfit, mine those rocks, and then actually pull out your fireman suit one more time to axe your way through that door and into Papa Lardo's office we go. So inside here we get attacked right off the bat by a couple of baddies. We go ahead and toss them down, give them the old pufferoonies, and look at that, we've got some studs flying in from all sorts of angles thanks to our track studs red. And we can move on. Now next up we got a red.
The first level's done as well, just like that.
Like most people living with obesity, my brother's genetics meant his body was in a constant battle with himself. Daniel.
My brother's genetics. Ugh. Bro, my genetics theoretically would make me fat. Hasn't yet. Is this Blitzwinger? No, it's not Blitzwinger. Does Beluga still post? Yes, she does. Okay, so Beluga, the channel, was made in, what was it, 2018 or earlier? 2017. And already has nearly 2 billion views of the entire channel. And he only has, oh, he has 200 videos. Yeah, what the fuck?
It's easy to find a domain name that suits your business and helps to protect your brand online. No wonder so many Aussies trust us with their domains. Get a domain that works for you. Go for it at godaddy.com.au.
Hi, it's me, Beluga, and by now, you've probably heard the news. The allegations are true. Many of you have pointed out that my videos are filmed very, very late, sometimes even past midnight, and that's because every night at 7 p.m., I turn into a cat. Hello, is this Jake Paul?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Yes, I have something
We're here. Your house is for sale. Get yourself some of the dopest merch at Andrew.com/Jake Paul, like I said.
Hey guys, I'm back. Before my time's up, I just want to say thank you. This has been the craziest YouTube journey of all time. I think we might actually be the fastest channel to hit 4 million subscribers in 3 months with like 50 videos. Honestly, I just feel super blessed to have some of the best fans in the world. I've always enjoyed making people laugh. That's why I started YouTube. But to see this enormous amount of people come together and build this awesome community is just, it's really awesome. And for that, thank you. I want you to pick a number between 1 and 10. 7.
His videos are so fucking sick because they're so just rewatchable. You just forget what happens. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming, and we're back with some more LEGO City Undercover! Today we've got Special Assignment 12, High Steel Construction Yard Free Play! That's right, the level's actually called High Steel, but it can be found on your map labeled as Construction Yard. We're gonna grab all of the collectibles, however, I do have a confession to make. I accidentally grabbed one of the police shield pieces in our story video, so the numbers are gonna be off on screen. However, our numbers that we've added on screen should be right on. So follow the quick links down below in the video description, and that'll help you get to all of those awesome collectibles. Now, yeah, check it out. We're gonna turn on our red bricks that we've collected so far, and the hype is real as we are gonna get the 6x red brick in this level. And yeah, some of the more important ones that we suggest you turn on are obviously the stud multipliers, the attract studs, and things like the super space crate and break and enter. Those are also great. Now, make sure you've got old Rex Fury, which can be found in, well, we show you how to get him in our preparing for free play video. And we're ready to roll. We're going to go ahead and check out the construction yard. As you can see there, we do have that one police shield piece. And that's it, though. We're going to go ahead and collect all of the rest. Now, as I already mentioned, we do have some quick links down below in the video description. And thank you, Thummy, for that helpful tip there. But we're going to go ahead and load into Special Assignment 12, High Steel. And hopefully you're ready to get things rolling. Hey, there was a little...
Are you sure you turned the power off?
Yeah, the light went red on the fuse box. Oh, by the way, my doctor told me I was colorblind this morning.
Hey, you'll need to move that barrel. Push it over by that cone and stuff.
Cutscene there that I should have edited out. Wow, how'd that get in here? Hey, I gotta say, this is probably my favorite level as far as dialogue goes. The characters in this level are pretty awesome. Now, if you haven't figured it out already, the main construction guy here that's telling us what to do, he is kind of modeled after Arnold Schwarzenegger. If you actually pay attention to his comments, he actually references a ton of his movies. Jingle All the Way, The Running Man, lots of them. So definitely check that out. Speaking of checking it out, we got a space crate in the bottom right-hand corner. We went ahead and we pulled that in and out. We got the bricks needed for the color swapper, which we actually don't need, as we do have the super color swapper gun, color gun swapper brick. Yeah, one of those things on there. But anyhow, we got the old Lego City Hero requirement at 92,000 after pulling open that old costume cabinet there, as it gives us a ton of studs. But we already have the construction suit, but we'll go ahead and put it on anyways. And look at that, get our hammer time on, and it opens up. that power node over there where we're going to have to shoot it with our green color swapper and or color gun. The green color gun, that is. But if you need the swapper, if you don't have the super color gun red brick, go ahead and use it in the bottom right hand corner there. Otherwise, go ahead and paint that red dot green and open the door. Which, look at that, we've got ourselves a giant steamroller. We're going to go ahead and roll over our boss here, as well as this red switch. You can see that switch has red on it. So we're going to go ahead and put some pressure on it. Look at that, it turns green. Look at that, there's the jingle all the way reference. But we're not going to go forward yet. We're actually going to hop out and double back and smash the first of 5 big, large bricks. They're kind of those dark mining bricks, those dark gray or a reference. But we're not going to go forward yet. We're actually going to hop out and double back and smash the...
That steamroller was fun, but have you got something a bit bigger I can drive? Like a crane?
Trust you with a crane?
Thanks.
Show me that you're real construction
First
worker.
of 5 big, large bricks. They're kind of those dark mining bricks, those dark gray or black bricks. And there are 5 total. The first one's up top. Second one's actually the bottom left-hand corner of the lower area. Third one, upper right. Now, you might have guessed it. The next 2 are in the other corners as well. So, far right corner and far left corner. So, woo to the who. We got all those in order there. And it's only number 1. However, we've got 2 in the game, and that's because we accidentally grabbed that one in story. But we show you where to get it. It's at the very end, and it will be labeled Quick Link 4. PSP 4, that's right. So, alright, so I don't think you need to switch on over to the construction outfit, but you might, because it is construction feature here. The old sand mixer there pukes out a little bit of sand onto the wall there, and it drops some bricks that we build up into a switch, which elevates us up. On this door across the way here, and inside we find the red brick for the 6x multiplier. Now, I actually thought you could turn them on in-game. No, you actually have to complete the level before you can turn them on. So I found out that out the hard way. And speaking of hard way, I actually had to play this level 5 times in order to get this recording. Yes, that's right. As embarrassing as it is, 5 times. Now, this is all extra right here. If you're in a hurry to get collectibles, of course, use those quick links, but we're going to grab all that studdage. There's a purple and a handful of blues, and some gold and some silvers, too, so we'll take them. Now, basically, back to my 5 times. Now, the first time I played this, I actually got stuck. I totally forgot that you had to do the old drill and get these 4 things. I just got confused, and it was all out of sync, and it was just terrible, and I was like, all right, I'm only like 4 minutes in. Let's just restart this. So I restarted, and I get through, and I get all the way up to the collectibles. In fact, I actually got the coffee breaks, which are coming up here in a minute. And I didn't want to get those yet. I wanted to get those in order so that the quick links were not broken up and everything. And so I started that over, so that was 2. So the third time I get through here, and I get the coffee in the right order. I remember how to do all the level. Everything's good to go, except for I accidentally go down the chute at the end without getting the character token. So, or no, it's a vehicle token, actually. Or no, is it? It's vehicle token. All right. I just have to look at my notes there real quick. Anyhow, so I missed it, so I had to start over again. So that was the 3rd time. So the 4th time, I actually got all the way to the end of the level. And there's this color swapper at the end, and I got stuck on it. I know, it's crazy. I'll point it out when I get there so you guys can win. But So the 5th time I actually made it through. This is my 5th time playing through, and hey, perfect timing on my story as we have completed the ladder. And check it out, we've actually got ourselves the next character token here. This one's easily missed, as once you use the first grapple to get up top, you're gonna need to put on your astronaut suit and use the old jetpack to get up to that. Actually got ourselves. It's crazy. I'll point it out when I get there, so you guys.
How's the project going?
Well, the first floor has gone great, but the second floor, that's another story.
Isn't anyone else doing any work here?
So the 5th time I actually made it through. This is my 5th time playing through, and hey, perfect timing on my.
Woman reminds me of somebody.
Oh, who built that wall there? Idiots! Use explosives to get rid of it!
Story as we've completed the ladder, and check it out, we've actually got ourselves the next character token here. This one's easily missed, as once you use the first grapple to get up top, you're gonna need to put on your astronaut suit and use the old jetpack to get up to that handheld. Look at that, inside that locker in the far left side, we're gonna get our Smasher-Rooney on, and we actually collect that construction foreman character token. So thank you very much. Now we're gonna go ahead and keep on keeping on with some of the story, but we're gonna backtrack here in a second. So if you have already got the coffee breaks, don't worry, we're gonna get those. We're gonna actually grab them right now. Once we slam that in there to blow up the old silver bricks, we're gonna drop back down and we're gonna take major advantage of this coffee break. So I don't know about you, but when I break, I break. That's right. So we're gonna do that right now, and basically there are 3 points you need to run to. 2 of them are in this lower middle area. The third one is actually right up above us. You can see it right now. It's on the well.
I don't know what they're talking about. Using a pneumatic drill all my life hasn't affected me at all. How do I tell them that I don't like coffee? I mean, if I tell them...
Oh, oh no. The elevator won't work. Fix the fuse box above it.
How do I tell them that I don't like coffee? I mean, if I tell them I like Earl Grey tea, will they fire me? I think my cousin was fired from the police force for not liking donuts. That still computer. Glad I remembered my hard hat today. I can still feel where that brick landed on me.
I guess technically it's the 3rd floor, because we're on floor 1, and floor 2 would be next up, and floor 3 would be on top of that. So anyhow, I do believe they refer to it as the 2nd floor, because we're kind of almost underground right now, if you think about it. We started a little bit higher, we kind of went down. So it's hard to explain, but we'll get there. We're going to show you where it is right now. We're basically just going to keep on keeping on. Now, if you're using the quick links to get here, keep in mind that we did go up and get the dynamite and blow up the silver wall there to give us access to this far left side of the 2nd level. And as soon as we get up to the 3rd level using the grapple, booyaka show, we're going to take another quick little break.
Don't you know how to use an elevator?
Alright, so that is officially 2 of our police crest pieces that have been obtained, despite it showing 3. We'll show you where the other 2 are. Now we fixed the elevator and we've dropped that back down, and now we're gonna ride it on up, and now we've got some fire to put out here. We're gonna use our extinguisher from our fireman's costume. Well, look at that! I missed with the first douse, but the second one put it out with the quickness. Now, we gotta pull out that watering can, man, and now climb up the old vine to the 3rd, or I guess 4th floor. Uh-oh, whoopsie daisy. Watch that next step, it's a doozy. And hey, check it out, Thumbie's back with another recommendation. Usually when those recommendations pop up, there's usually a minute or 2 in between collectibles. So if you're in a hurry, feel free to use those quick links down below. Speaking of down below, once you get all the way to the far right side, you actually have to drop down a ladder and smash a box which reveals a valve that will allow us to turn off the old poisonous gas. So flip that wheel, as you can hear Arnold down below saying, use your strength. I'm not sure what that references to, but he says something about Oliver Bach here in a minute too. But we're going to smash open this door now. When we go through it, beware. Don't drop down through the chute. Come over to this far left corner and smash the box to get that roller. Now, that's one of the reasons why I had to replay one of my times earlier, and it was not fun. So make sure you grab that one before you drop down the chute, because there's no way to get back at...
No.
This year, love is love.
Love is love? No, it's not. We're men dating men. Our relationships are different.
I'm dating that 65-year-old.
Jeez, he's rich.
I know, it's like they injected steroids into Dumbledore.
Growth.
What's up, everybody? It's HGG Brian here. We're back with some more LEGO City Undercover. That's right, we got Special Assignment 13 today. Disruptive Behavior Free Play, which is also labeled as Secret Base on the LEGO City Undercover map. Now, being that this is free play, we're going to grab a handful of collectibles, including a few character and vehicle tokens, that red brick for the 8x stud multiplier, which, of course, we're going to get that stud requirement of 157k, and, of course, those police shield pieces, too. Now, in order to do that, that's right, you need a strong character, one like Rex Fury, which we actually found in our preparing for free play video, and he costs a cool million studs. If you need some help with that, we suggest checking out our playlist and going back a few videos and activating that preparing for free play. Now, speaking of preparing, we're going to go ahead and turn on a handful of red bricks. Looks like we've got 16 of them active, but I think we only turn on like 12 or 13 of them. Once we are ready to go, we're going to go ahead and activate our map and go to that northwest corner and find that secret base icon. Now, you can, of course, go all the way there and trudge your way through the city, or you can press the button indicated there and launch right into disruptive behavior. So, yeah, we've removed all the cutscenes. We've sped this video up ever so slightly. And if you're in a hurry, we do have quick links down below in the video description. So, if you're looking for just maybe a police shield piece, or hey, maybe you just need that pesky red brick, whichever it is, feel free to use those quick links to get on through a little quicker. And, wow, we're going to go ahead and take on a handful of baddies. Now, I make some mistakes here. I'm using the old super throw, and instead of actually running up and cuffing and stuffing them as I usually do, I end up just throwing them off into the distance, which requires me to fight them again. So, it is important that you take these guys all the way down and give them the old cuffer-rooney. That's right, so we can throw them in the old paddy wagon. I guess there's really not a paddy wagon, but there's a virtual one. Once you're all done with those baddies, make your way to the far right corner and destroy the box right in front of the old basketball hoop. Once you get activated inside by pressing the icon indicated, you see this little meter going back and forth, and it's up to us to go ahead and time it correctly right in the middle. Guess third time wasn't the charm, Brian. But look at that, we got the fourth one in, and it is my understanding that you can mess this up and redo it. And all you need to do is get all 3 baskets made within the time frame and the shots allotted. And look at that, we're going to go ahead and collect that first police shield piece. Now, you might have noticed, too, that it took a second for it to pop up. It wasn't automatically given to us, or right there for that matter. It took about 3 or 4 seconds on my screen for it to pop up. So be patient, and it might pop up for you, too. Now, once all collected with that police shield piece, we got all those hoops in, we're going to go ahead and pay attention to the old fuse box on the right-hand side with our construction suit. Once the electricity has been removed, we're going to go ahead and smash the box, which reveals another box that we carry over to this green base plate. And look at that. We can actually build up a little computer panel there and get our beep-boop-bop-boop-beep-boop on, which allows us into this room, which there's another switch in the room, which look at this. Now we've got this area we can plummet to our doom. That's right, we're going to do just that. But before jumping off, don't jump down yet, you actually need to switch to your strong character and rip off the first of 3 strong handles, which can be found in the kind of back left corner before going out onto the old, I don't know, it's like a giant diving board, helipad platform thing. And, you know, for whatever reason, they won't let you jump off on the edge there.
Now what?
It's area we can plummet, area over to this green base plate. Look at
Oh, the
that.
door.
We can actually build up a little computer panel there and get our beep boop beep boop on, which allows us into this room, which there's another switch in the room, which look at this. Now we've got this area we can plummet to our doom. That's right, we're gonna do just that. But before jumping off, don't jump down yet. You actually need to switch to your strong character and rip off the first of 3 strong handles, which can be found in the kind of back left corner before going out onto the old, I don't know, it's like a giant diving board, helipad platform thing. And, you know, for whatever reason, they won't let you jump off on the edge there. You have to smash and rebuild an actual diving board and then hit the icon indicated. Once you do, you are flying. And oh, look out, there are some things here, some obstructions that you want to not hit, because I'm sure a couple of Advil aren't going to take away the pain. We're flying at pretty high speeds here. Now, as it turns out, we are a pretty good flyer. Now, you can actually press X or A and speed up the process, or circle or B and slow it down. Now, there's a whole bunch of stun rings and, you know, lots of opportunities to die and gain cash. But we recommend you kind of try to stay right in the middle. Eventually, you'll get all the way to the bottom of this hangar here, and it looks kind of like a bat cave, if I'm being honest. Now, it's not an exact replica or anything like that, but it does kind of have that feeling, at least to me, it does. Now, let's see here. We got a couple bad guys rushing in, but first, we're going to go ahead and use this Spice Crate, which it actually beams us in some bricks. Oh.
A submarine? Well, that must be how they sneak most of the equipment in.
Psych, it's some dynamite. I thought it was going to be a dynamite dispenser, but not in this case. It's the actual dynamite itself. And we're going to go ahead and take out the second and third strong handles revolving around the police shield piece number 2. So, Booyaka Show! We'll knock both those out, and after pulling that second one, it actually reveals a fuse panel that needs some repair. So, that's right, it's hammer time! We're going to go ahead and pull out the old hammer-rooney and fix that fuse box, and look at that, it opens the door! And inside, we've got our second character token. What? Why is that labeled? Oh, must have been a mistake. Psych, don't listen to me. I'm sure I fixed that by now. That's character token number 1, and Henrik Kowalski is now in our arsenal. So, hey, if you're in a hurry, looking for those quick links, feel free to use them down below. That was kind of that time as it overwrote some other stuff on screen there, but let's pay more attention next time. And speaking of paying attention, we gotta pay these bad guys some attention and take them down. This guy needs a finishing move, as he is the last guy. Ooh, and we wrecked those toes, too. You see that old super stomp? That's right. His toes aren't gonna make it to Lego City Undercover 2. That was terrible. I'll work on my humor. And speaking of humor, this is kind of comical in its sense. We got the old submarine captain. In fact, I wasn't sure who he was or what he represented. He kind
Just pretend it's one of those claw machines from the fun fair.
What's going on? Uh-oh. Hey! My submarine!
stop them
Looks like
sneaking any more equipment in.
Not
I can use
Napoleon
this engine to
Dynamite,
get to
but
the
the
reinforced
actual
door over
old,
there.
I don't know what I'd really call him, the old dude, Napoleon, the old short guy, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Oh man, and there he is. He was a French Revolutionary guy. That's about all I can remember. But anyhow, we've got this rocket into place now. After we took out the bad guys, there was a couple of boxes that needed smashing and rebuilding. And when we did that, you can see we got the claw, which pulled the old rocket off the submarine and allowed us to build up a little seat there. I'm not sure that was very safe, but to the we've ramrodded the door open in the back here, and we are going to flee from these red astronauts as we do not want anything to do with those guys. And to the look at that, our rocket is still continuing after a nice little elevator ride. Now, pay attention. On the back left side of that elevator, you can see there is one of those that need some crowbar. We're actually going to take note of that here in a second. We've got a handful of bad guys that need some cuffs, and we're going to take care of these tough guys first. A little tough and cuff. That's right. Super throw. I don't know what's up with these astronauts. I'm still trying to figure these guys out. Some of them seem to be cuff-worthy, while other ones, you have to seem to destroy, like, their tank on the back. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It seems like they take multiple blows before they goes. And look at this. Here we go. Ooh, finish him. That's right. Knock him down. And look at that. We've got ourselves a strong handle in the right corner over here. And we're going to go ahead and rip that open with Rex, which reveals a smash bag. And we'll go ahead and use our super red brick for super space crates. And it just active. Look at that, it just rips right through that. And look at that, it beams in a switch. We'll flip that switch and it reveals a couple of blues, a purple, and that red brick too. So, woo to the who. We've got that red brick now. In fact, we've got the 2, 4, the 6, and the 8 multiplier, which is going to give us, 384, if you believe so. Make your way inside this little room here. We're going to go ahead and build ourselves a ladder out with some pieces left behind from boxes we smashed. And we're going to go ahead and crowbar that first locker just to the left of that ladder. And we're going to go ahead and get the second one in the elevator if you have not already grabbed it. And then, of course, we are going to make our way up that ladder. Now, the old thumb be helpful tip. They're actually kind of as representation. It's going to be a minute or two before our next collectible. So if you are in a hurry, feel free to use those. If not, just hang out. We'll go ahead and make our way through this. Now, we have the Super Color Gun red brick on, which allows us to have the proper color for any of those power nodes like you just saw there. However, if you need the Color Gun swapper, it's actually in this room right out here on this balcony. We're going to go in there because there is an item of importance to us inside there. So don't hop on that backpack or jetpack spot quite yet. We actually have to use our axe, get inside this door, and we're going to take out this potter here. It happens to be the first of 5. Now, we have quick links for all 5 of those locations. Same with those locker points. So if maybe you just missed a locker, maybe you just missed a flower pot, go ahead and quickly click through those quick links. Boy, that's a tongue twister. Say that 5 times fast. But you can see there is another planter inside there. We're not quite ready for that yet. We have to go up and around and then use a teleporter to get inside that room. So we're going to go ahead and do that right fast. But you can see there... another planter inside there. We're not quite ready for that yet. We have to go up inside that room. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. So you can see we're making our way up the ladder on the right-hand side. And oh no, some more bad guys. No problem though. We can give them the old cha-cha-cha-cha. And ooh, even your faux hawk isn't that scary, buddy. And you know, I probably should have tossed him right off the edge, off into oblivion, but I gave him the old finishing move. And check it out, right behind this pillar here, there is the third locker that we're going to go ahead and pry open. So it's kind of a tricky one. It's kind of hiding back there. We'll go ahead and use our jetpack to get across not one but two of these little ravines here, or gaps. And once we get all the way over to this far upper left area, we notice that there is a control panel that needs some attention. So, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop, and look at that. Oh, it's another rocket that we launched. It's kind of a crash test dummy rocket there, if I'm being honest. Look at that. We've got some bricks that we can build up into a dynamite dispenser. Switch on over to your mining costume. Put in one of those special tokens that always drops out the dynamite. And, of course, we're going to need that jetpack again to get all the way back over. And look at this. We've got a little barrel here next to some silver bricks. Silver.
How did that scare me?
Oh, how I love to destroy silver bricks. Oh, look at that. They are toast, man. And oh no, we've got another car ramrod here. Ooh, that doesn't look very good. You know what grinds my gears? It looks like some red space guys this time. But in this case, we actually drop a couple of bad guys in there along with the spaceship. And it, oh no, is taking away our little bridge over there. It's kind of like a space-age bridge, and it's now gone. But that's all right. We'll figure out a way to get across there. Go ahead and rebuild up this teleporter and teleport to this room. Here we are. Remember I told you we were going to get that pesky planter. And once we grab the planter, go ahead and step on that switch, which gives us the handle needed, and it even shows us where that handle goes. But hey, don't be distracted. We actually have to take a little left over here. Oh, that's right. We should have taken a left at Albuquerque, and we've got a crowbar locker and a potted plant. Now look how cheeky this potted plant is. It is hiding down and under here. And in our case, we actually drop the handle and we lose it. Oh no! Don't worry though. We actually have another one right around the corner, right where it spawned originally. And we'll go ahead and step on that little switch, grab the handle, and we are out of here. That's right. There's a couple of baddies waiting for us, but you know what? They can wait till next time. Assuming there will be a next time. And look at that. We've taken that handle and flipped the switch, which has dropped that elevator. I hope nobody was in that. That's a long ways down. And we have another little platform that we can jump all the way across using our jetpack. But instead of going up, drop down and shimmy your way all the way across this ledge to the corner where we find a blue stud and the submarine captain character token. Oh, to the yes. We got both of those character tokens now, and we are ready to keep on keeping on. Ooh, I see a locker in our near future, but not before a few more bad guys. These astronauts, I tell you what, they're a pain in my astronaut. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, we've got a couple more that need stuffing, and here we go. Ooh, we got a locker too. Too bad. I guess that's probably not appropriate. I shouldn't stuff anybody in a locker. Nobody deserves to be stuffed in a locker, even one of these baddies. Ooh, and speaking of baddie, I tossed him right into that box, which, look at that, it revealed another potted plant. So we've got what appears to be the final locker right here, as well as the fourth potted plant. So we'll go ahead and smash that right now. We only have one more of those left. And check it out. We've got the final locker. We've ripped it open. Booyaka show. We'll go ahead and collect that police shield piece. And next up, we need to switch to our astronaut costume and use the jetpack to get up to that handheld up there, which will give us access to that teleporter. That's right. We're going to tune in old Scotty and have us beamed up one more time. I guess he's really just teleporting us, but beam us up, Scotty. Look at that. All right. We got ourselves a ladder, but don't use that ladder yet, we're gonna go to this crowbar point, rip this bad boy open with Rex, get inside, and then smash that 5th planter, which gives us the 4th police crest. Woo to the who! Now make sure that you go ahead and use that fuse panel inside there too, as it's going to help us get up top. We can't get up that ladder unless you use that fuse panel. So I guess, me kind of directing you not to use that ladder was kind of, I guess it's a rhetorical type situation because you couldn't use it even if you wanted to. Now, once we get up top, we have a couple of bad guys waiting for us. Of course, we got some cuffs ready to go. Now, curious question here. Now, one of my friends over here watching me play, he was asking me, how come I can cuff people while in the construction suit? How come I don't need to switch? Now, I have to say, although that does make sense that you should have to be the police, I am glad the game isn't that tedious making you switch that costume to cuff everybody every time, because that would be ridiculous. But, yeah, so in this particular case, we are grateful that those handcuffs are available everywhere. Now, speaking of handcuffs, that kind of brings up my next question. Just like that watering can, where is he keeping all of these? He must have one of those fanny packs like Hermione has, those special packs that are just like really tiny on the outside, but are endless on the inside. That can be my only assumption because, boy, I don't know where else. I mean, hey, he's got a spacesuit on. There may be some space technology going on there too, but anywho, we're going to go ahead and use that space crate to go ahead and beam us in another stick of dynamite. Slam dunk it into the old brown barrel and watch it go kablooey. And then, of course, we're going to go right on through it. Oh, and look at that.
Right. I've got to get up to the professor.
At Big W, you'll find value every day. Save every...
I'm done. This is my 3rd level completed. Already.
Time you shop on thousands of specials like these and these. Reveal healthy gums and a bright smile with Oral-B from Chemist Warehouse. Clinically proven to clean better and remove more.
Guess what, baby? $380. 384, bro. That is freaking sick. 384. 384, bro. 384. Writing solos is hard. Because, like, do you match the tempo or not?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brian with Happy Times Gaming, and we are back with some more LEGO City Undercover. That's right, we are in the home stretch, as we only have 2 more levels of free play, and this is going to be one of them. Special Assignment 14, Breaking and Re-Entering, which is labeled on your map as Blackwell's Mansion Investigation. Now, we are going to get that 100K thanks to some red brick stud multipliers, and we're going to get all the collectibles, including all the vehicle character tokens, as well as those police shield pieces. So, before we get things rolling, in case you are not familiar with what's going on here, we do need a strong character such as Rex Fury, and if you're wondering how to pick him up or figuring out where to get him, that is, check out our Preparing for Free Play video that can be found in our playlist for LEGO City Undercover. Now, we're going to go ahead and turn on all of our red brick stud multipliers and all the other fun stuff that we got too, including costumes and some things that aren't relevant in-game, kind of like that unlimited dynamite. That's actually only available to you in the free roam, which is kind of weird. But all right, here we are. We're in the kind of the middle of the right side of the map. We're going to target Blackwell Mansion Investigation and get rolling. That's right. You can see we're loading into Breaking and Re-Entering, even though they've got it labeled the Blackwell Mansion Investigation. But, hey, this one was kind of fun and, well, funny, I guess I should say, as we kind of do things a little out of order.
I hope all the security
We could have done it a different way. We could have started at the bottom and just got everything as we make our way to the top. Some prefer we do it that way. We kind of opted to keep all the collectibles separate. So we go from the bottom to the top getting one, then we come back to the bottom, go to the top to get another, and so on and so forth. So we take out all the bad guys and we try to get most of the story elements out of the way first too, so that we can just kind of get our collectible on. But in this particular case, we do have to go a little up and a little down and a little around. So here we go. Now, see, this would have been a prime opportunity as I make my way over to the right-hand side of the playground area and I axe my way into the doorway here. I should have gone and smashed that weird little device thing in the corner. Looks like a chair.
Whoa, it's like he paid Frank to do his wiring.
Some sort of, maybe a miniature treadmill. If it was, you know, I would have hopped on it. But that's actually going to give us a token for the area. But we're not worried about that right now. We're just getting the story elements out of the way. We're going to go ahead and grab this key out of that safe and slap it right inside the little keyhole here on the right side of the door. where the little arrow is indicating. Now, inside here on the right-hand side of the entrance, we actually have a box full of buildable bricks that needs to go on that green base plate out there. So we're going to go ahead and swoop that up and drop it right on that green base plate, and then, of course, build it up into a remote control car. And this one happens to be explosive, so we're going to drive it over that silver wall over now. And look, here we go. Booyaka! Chow! And look at that. We have entrance into the garage now, which really we just want that fuse panel. But hey, we're actually going to take a little break from the story elements and grab our first collectible. It happens to be a vehicle token, the Dullahan? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but anyhow, we'll go ahead and swoop that up, and then of course pull out our hammer and smash that fuse box in the back, giving us access up the stairs. As you might have noticed, they were a little bit, well, electrified, and now they are not. So we can go ahead and make our way up that. Now, it would have been cool too if we would have had some sort of like electric suit or something, you know, and you might have noticed too, there's a farmer point over there. We're going to come back and get those, as I already mentioned. Now, hey, if you're in a hurry for any of those collectibles, we do have quick links down below in the video.
The playground? That's just weird. What's weirder is I really want to play on that slide.
Description. So if you're looking for the red brick, or maybe you need the police shield pieces, or whatever the case may be, we got lots and lots of links down below. So, all right, we're gonna take out some more bad guys hanging out pool time. That's right. Look at, we get a little adrenaline on, and they were a little shooken up. But we gotta cuff and stop these guys. Unfortunately, the super throw does not seem to work unless there's a ledge nearby, and there's not really a ledge we can toss them off of. So we'll go ahead and take them all down. Chow, 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 chow. And when we removed some of that furniture, it actually revealed a tracking point. So we're going to switch over to our tracker. That's right, the police edition, the undercover police edition of Chase McCain. And it takes us right over to the X marks the spot. And booyaka show, we've got ourselves a valve. Now, truth be told, I have the super color gun red brick on, which I could have avoided doing all of this little Inspector Clouseau stuff, finding this valve and turning it. But just in case you don't have the super color gun red brick, which is also found in our preparing for free play video, I might add. We can go ahead and show you where that color swapper is. Now, we officially have access to the color swapper point, and we're going to go ahead and shoot that node on the wall here in a second, but we wanted to drop down and grab these two farmer points down below. Now, I have to admit, I totally make a mistake here. Now, I just pointed out that there is a farmer point down below on the lower left side, but I forgot, and I thought it was over here in the left corner, and I was actually reading my notes as I was running by the pool, so I did not see that down in the bottom left-hand corner. Now I'm thinking, all right, now it's up on the next level, it's up here. So I go ahead and I blast that power node on the wall, and to keep in mind, again, if you need to swap the colors, there is a swapper down below in the pool area, which we have removed all the water, thanks to that valve we found after using that tracker ability point under the, well, the lawn chair is out back here. Alright, so we make our way up to the third floor up here, which has the second point that we grabbed. And, you know, I'd like to tell you that I really was just making my way back down to the bottom so I could start another one of these collectibles, but that was not really part of the plan. It works out that way, but that was was not part of the plan. So, all right, the third watering point is officially watered. The daisies have grown, and booyakasha, we've got the first police shield piece. So, next up, we're gonna pull out our mining suit and get our mine on by destroying the first of 3 of these oddly shaped. They kind of have some flowers growing out of them. 2 of them are right here. One of them's right above where you start, kind of on that little flower pathway there. The second one is over in the back right corner of the playground. You just saw me get my smash on. And the third one, the final one, is actually all the way, and apparently is good at playing King of the Mountain because it is all the way at the top. We gotta make our way up there to smash it. Once we get up there, though, we're actually going to get some of the things on the way back down, and then come get some more of the collectibles down on the bottom. So, again, keep in mind, you almost might want to watch this video all the way through if you're trying to get everything in one run, or if you're missing a particular item. Again, I highly recommend using those quick links down below, because they will speed up the process for you. Now, we do have some more watering points, so we pull out that can, man, and I don't want to even talk about where that's being stored. But we'll move along and we'll get our bubbling on these tall flowers here. So look at that. They act as little springboards, and we are officially up on the roof. Now we got to go up to the helipad. Here it is on the left-hand side. Pull out the mining suit in case you switched, and get your smash on. That's right. We've got all 3 of those, which gave us a police. Piece now, moving back down. You might have noticed that there was a space crate on the right-hand side. Now, you probably picked this up during the story parts because, well, yeah, you did have the story. You did have that, what you needed during story. I believe even in my notes it says that. Yes, it does. It says attainable in story, which, hey, speaking of which, well, feel free to follow us on Twitter as well, because that was pretty good timing there. But hey, if you are not familiar with our trophy achievement guides, we actually have some of them on our website at happythumbsgaming.com. If you like to print out things, check things off as you go, that's a great way to do it. We have all that available to you on our main website. Meanwhile, if you're looking for Police Shield Piece 3, there's actually 6 torches scattered throughout this area. We're going to go ahead and put them to you on our main. We actually have some of them on our website at happythumbsgaming.com. If you like to print out things, check things off as you go, that's a great way to do it. We have all that available to you on our main website. Meanwhile, if you're looking for Police Shield Piece 3, there's actually 6 torches scattered throughout this area. We're going to go ahead and put them all out. Now, the first one is actually right where you start, and I got them out of order there. It's right behind you, right above kind of the garage there. The second one is actually in the corner of the playground. Now, I probably should have said that backwards, because we got the one in the playground first, and then the one in the corner of the garage second. But that being said, we've got 2 under our belt now. Third one is actually going to be just to the left of the pool side hangout area here, and this one's kind of a funny angle. Oh, but I knocked it out. And all right, so we got 3 of them. We're halfway there. The next ones are up here. Ready for this? You want to see Brian's brain fart of the day? Watch this. I go cruising right by the next one. So I was reading my notes, and I read that there are 2 of them up top And so I go running up top and I get to him. Did you see the one that I missed? It's right back below where I just climbed up. However, we're going to go back down and get that. And it works out again as there are some more collectibles a little bit further south from us here. But we have to use all sorts of stuff. We got a little tight pants, tight roping we got to do. We got a strength handle we got to rip open. And look at that. The 6th one is officially ours. So, hey, you remember that chair I told you to smash earlier and get that token? I'm finally going to grab it. So, vehicle token to the cloud. I don't know. To the cloud. Reminds me of Taco from the league for any of you guys out there. Any of you operate on the cloud? I know that I may have been guilty of operating on the cloud a time or two. Just saying. All right, anyhow, moving along, we'll go ahead and climb up the old blue checkerboard wall over here, and we're going to get our jump on, but we couldn't get quite high enough there, so we're going to go ahead and use our baboingers. That's right, these flowers that we grew out with our farmer's watering can.
Get one more level, bro. Then on to proper freedom. And free roam is the thing that I can just do by myself.
Boost, the great tasting vitamin boost.
What is up, everybody? Brian with Happy Times Gaming, and we are on the final free play video for Lego City Undercover. That's right, this is Special Assignment 15, Fly Me to the Moon, also known as Blackwell's moon base on your map. But yeah, we're actually going to get all of the character and vehicle tokens except for Rex Fury, as we got him and are preparing for free play. We're also going to get the 10x stud multiplier, which is going to be pretty super sweet. And hey, well, you by now probably already have Rex Fury. If you're watching this and you don't already have him, you're probably just getting ready to complete the 15th level in story mode. But hey, we've got this strong guy here, and we're ready to roll. We're going to turn on a couple of red bricks that we've accumulated over our 14 levels of gameplay, and including also our preparing for free play video. So we got quite a few on, and the most important ones that, well, actually my favorite ones so far are definitely the super color gun and the super astro crate. For whatever reason, I had trouble with those astro crates, and I kept messing them up, mainly because I was looking away, not paying attention. But that makes it super easy. I don't have to pay attention. It just solves it for me. As you can see here on the far right side, or east side of the map, we're going to find this little island out here that has the Blackwell's moon base starting point. We're going to go ahead and select that. And of course, we're going to, advise you to check out our quick links down below if you're in a hurry to get those last couple of collectibles. If you're not, then let's go ahead and take on this final level together. We're going to start off by actually dropping down over onto this platform and immediately grabbing a few studs and grabbing that Lego City Hero requirement. Actually wrapping up all 15 because that's the 15th one. We're also going to shoot that little power node there with our color gun that happens to have that red brick, super color gun, red brick on for 15th one. We're also going to shoot that little power node there with our color gun that happens to have that red brick, super color gun, red brick on for the color changing stuff. So if you don't have that particular color gun red brick, then you're probably gonna have to do a little traveling and a little back and forth because the color gun swapper's all the way at the end of this area. But hey, make sure you smash the first of 4 of those weird robotic, they kind of look like satellites, transformer type things. And of course, you're gonna want to pull the orange handle on that back box there to go ahead and start the first of 3. So we've officially started to get police. Piece 1 and Police Shield Piece 2, and we do have quick links for each of their locations if you're in a hurry, because like maybe you missed one of those robotic satellite guys and you need to find that, or hey, maybe you did. Know where that last strength handle is. Whatever the case may be, those quick links will help you get through there quickly and efficiently. Oh no, watch out, that next step's a doozy. Good thing we've got this jetpack so we can jetpack our way across from platform to platform. Oh, look at that. I tossed him right off the edge, right off this platform. But turns out we're going to have to activate the old jetpack swinkles there because we probably wouldn't make it all the way across without them. They kind of help refuel our jetpack, which is very, very handy. Now, I kind of cheated right there. Actually, I think you have to do that anyways. But at the same time, I almost wonder, does he come down on his own? I don't know why. I feel like in the story mode, he came down on his own. Look at this. I'm like, I'm out of here, man. I'm not going to wait for you. But then he hops on it. Somehow glitches through and plummets to his doom. Now, once we get to this next platform, you probably notice there is the second of 4 of those weird kind of satellite robotic type things. We smash him down and collect him, and of course, over on the left-hand side, there was a few boxes that we also smashed, which revealed a stick of dynamite, allowing us to slam dunk it on that little brown barrel in front of the silver bricks and into this room here. And check it out, we gotta get our drill out and drill down a little bit, and oh, looks like we've struck, well, not quite gold or oil, but hey, it's a way up to the next level, which is good enough for me. Look at me, I'm rocking my David Hasselhoff edition of Chase McCain. I don't know about you, but I don't know why, I just feel like Kit's gonna be right around the corner, and I'm gonna have to hop in and, fight some bad guys. Oh, look at that, bad guys are here, so where's Kit? But yeah, you probably noticed too, in the back right corner there, I actually smashed the 3rd of those robotic satellite guys, and right next to it is actually the next strength handle too, so they were pretty convenient and nice to us in this final level, kind of placing those collectible things in order there. And look at me, I'm just tossing these guys off the edge left and right. However, they have jetpacks and they seem to be appearing. Now, I had a buddy over, he was kind of watching me play and helping read some of my notes to me, and he was like, God, are these guys ever going to stop coming? And I was like, I don't know, I think they're endless. Never ending. Never ending. That's a new word. Hey, look at that, I created a new word. We're wrapping up the free-play series, and I created yet another new word. It's, look, they just keep coming. They're never ending. All right, I think the real story here is that you actually need to fight these guys. Throwing them around doesn't do much, or if any damage for that matter. And finally, I get the cuffs on all those guys, or they like a balloon all the way around the room, and they're out of here. Next up, we're going to grab that strength handle in the back right corner, and, well, we've got those 2 color gun spots there that we could totally shoot right now. Look at me, I thought about it, but I was like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and do the old jetpack across here, and find, a space crate and some other items, including the next of those satellite thingy-bobbers, the little robots. It's in the back left corner there, as you can see, just to the left of the door. Alright, we got a space crate. We officially zapped in some bricks, but it's not enough. It turns out there's a green base plate right there that we need to find a box to place it on to get the last of those bricks. So we're going to go ahead and trudge around, and here it is, police shield piece. 1 piece 4 of 4. Booyaka show. Thank you very much. We'll go ahead and collect that police shield piece. We're getting pretty close to that shield collector trophy achievement, which we are going to get rewarded at the end of this video for completing all of the shields, or I guess collecting all of the shields throughout all 15 of the special assignments. Alright, so we've got the old base plate slam dunked on the old base plate Rooney. Now we've got ourselves a vehicle for the Mooney. Alright, I know I'm a little loony. I'll stop. Alright, so we officially roll over the old pressure-sensitive switch there, which gives us the old tractor beam. I guess it's not really a tractor beam. It's more of a, I don't know what we want to call it, some sort of a force field walkway there. And, hey, we're back over here. We've blasted both of those color gun spots, opening the door, giving us access to this upper level. And you can see right there, as soon as we started there was another strength handle in the back left corner. So we're going to hop out with Rex. Spam, 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 spam. Look at that. We're going to rip it off. And booyaka show. 2 of 4 are officially ours now. Now, you probably noticed there is a color gun spot there. We're going to go ahead and blast that. And look at that. It opens another door into this little atrium. And inside, we find some smashable items, but also the red brick for the 10x stud multiplier. So we are officially stacked up with all of our multipliers now. We just have to finish the level before we can activate it and turn that 384 times into a 3,840 times, which is pretty sweet. Now, we've got everything we needed in this area, so we're going to use our jetpack to get up to this upper level here, and of course use our crowbar to get inside that room and flip the switch. And look at that, we've got another pressure-sensitive guy we need to go ahead and stand on, so we'll go ahead and move our moon buggy right on over the top of it, which will open up yet another door for us and allow us to travel inside the fortress here. So, I guess it's not the fortress, it's a spaceship. In the spaceship. I have it labeled as the rocket base, but you know, that may be it. I don't know if I really call it. Is it this rocket base?
Go back into it. Fly me to the moon, play above stars.
That's weird. I don't feel any lighter. I bet it's because of those cookies I ate in the rocket.
batteries, and this is inside the rocket, right? Alright, so make sure to take note of the giant yellow, I don't know, it's like an exoskeleton suit we're going to use here in a minute for a fight scene. But we're going to pay attention to a couple of items in HAL. In fact, we've got, well, not one, but two of these safes that need cracking. So we're going to go ahead and switch on over to we need our criminal, or Rex Fury, in this particular case, to go ahead and listen in and crack that safe. Look at that, we got one of two down already. The other one's on the left side, so it doesn't matter which one you get first. There's one on the right and one on the left. Make sure you crack them both, and it'll actually kick down with the police shield piece 3, leaving only one more till we get that trophy achievement, Shield Collector. But, alright, we gotta make our way back on over to the right-hand side. I probably should have gone to the left side first, because I would have got the left one, then I could have gone and cracked the right safe, and then that other item, the other pull handle, right now, it would have been right there for me, but that's alright. I got my steps in for the day. I don't know about you, but I got a little pedometer, counts my steps. I just gotta get my steps in. Gotta stay active, you know, me sitting my caboose in this chair all day long, you know, it's real easy to let them calories stack up. And speaking of stack up, we've got the payload vehicle token now that we can stack up. Well, I don't know if we can put anything on it, but it looks like a giant truck, didn't it? But, alright, Nick.
So every level is now 100%. The thing is, I wouldn't care, like, if I was a small Twitch streamer. A couple thousand followers, decent viewership, I don't care. But if legit I'm friends with, like, Markiplier or something, that would just make it better. Because Gert Beagley, who is friends with Ethan, Ethan's friends with Mark, and so because of that, Gert Beagley is now friends with fucking Mark. Like, you know how mutuals become your actual friends? Like that? Crazy. Like, that would just, like... And the thing is, like, even if he asks Markiplier to, like, help boost your channel, the only way your channel will be boosted is by Markiplier saying, subscribe to blah blah blah, or him being in a video of yours. That's how Alex Teamer hit 100,000 subscribers, just like that, because Markiplier said to go subscribe to him. But Alex Teamer barely gets 1,000 videos a video. I haven't even seen Alex Teamer uploaded on the fucking longest time. Oh shit. Alex Teamer is now 150,000. Damn, he gained 50,000 subscribers. Q2. He hasn't did anything in 2 months. Let's see if he has That's cute. And think about it, like if they didn't do Unisarnus, or if they didn't go to that one place, they wouldn't have met Alex Teamer. Like, he's really, really trying to be an influencer. He really is. He's posting basically every day on Twitter. And that's how you gain an audience, is using Twitter. If you become big on Twitter, people like your comedy, they will guaranteed... I mean, if you're a girl, guaranteed. If you're a pretty looking girl, and you do stuff on Twitter, like comedy or shit, or upload selfies, they're gonna follow your Instagram. If yours are there, they're gonna follow your Twitch or YouTube. Maybe not view, but definitely get the sub. And in the early days, subs matter to you more than views do, because views you don't really look at views. I mean, if I get like over 10 views in a gaming video, I feel good. But with a reaction, it has to hit a minimum of over 100. Like, because all my reactions average around 1,000 views. It's crazy. I think he got Stray done. We at 47 then. 47 out of 60. 67 he'd be at. No, he did get the plat. Okay. And he's on the Far Cry ground. Good on him. Good on him. Wait, is there a plat for this? Damn, he's getting plats left and right. Fuck. He used to have less plats than me. Now he is over 20, nearly 20 more than me. He has 67 and I have 50. Oh, he's 65 and I have 50. So the next 15 plats. Okay, so let me do the math. 15 more plats for me. Okay. It will be Sydney Undercover, Ninjago, Lego Movie 1, Lego Movie 2, Harry Potter, Harry Potter 2, Marvel Superheroes 1, Marvel Superheroes 2. And that's the end of the Lego games. I have 8 more Lego games. Then after that, we got One Shot Adventure, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, New Tales of the Borderlands. And that's if there's a remake, or if it gives the trophy list for Tales of the Borderlands, so that would be another one. So then what would be 13, 14, 15? If I start the Marvel shit, probably. $13, $14, $15. Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2. That's if they even have plats. I don't even know if they have plats. 16, Wait, so let me. So Ninjago is 51. No. Cine Undercover is 51. Ninjago is 52. Movie 1 is 53. Movie 2 is 54. Harry Potter 1 is 55. Harry Potter 2 is 56. Marvel 1 is 57. Marvel 2 is 58. Tiny One Shot Adventure is 59. Wonderlands is 60. Oh no, so Wonderlands would be 60. Then Tails and Tails, 61, 62. Iron Man. So Iron Man would be 63. Incredible Hulk would be 64. Iron Man 2, 65. Thor, 66. Captain America, will be 60. So Wonderlands would be 60, I know that. Wonderlands, Tails 1, Tails 2, Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, Avengers, Guardians. Guardians would be 69. So Guardians would be 69. Should I do Deadpool after that to make it 70? I think so. I think I should do that. Or just do Deadpool for 69. No, maybe I'll do Deadpool after Guardians. Guardians of the Galaxy or Deadpool being 69 is just funny enough because Guardians has a lot of sex jokes and Deadpool has a lot of sex jokes, so it fits. Unless it's a game I could do within these after all this shit. So there's probably potentially be a Lego game I would need to do, and that specific order would be 69. I kinda want Deadpool to be 69. You guys don't know exactly what games I'll be playing in the next god knows how long. Maybe a year? I mean, guaranteed less than it. I think by the end of fucking January I should be done majority of the Lego shit. I mean, I've been... Doesn't help that I've... well, shit. Damn. This is the average length of a plot for a Lego game. So, damn. And it doesn't help that I've been streaming only like 2 hours on the game every night. How do I ride solos when I only know the fucking pentatonic cell?